Joe Schmidt and Andy Farrell have announced their teams for the third and final test of the 2025 Lions Tour in Sydney. And looking at this Lions team, Andy Farrell wants one thing and one thing only. He wants 3 from 3. He wants undefeated Lions Tour here. And by looking at what the Wallabies team have put out, I think Andy Farrell and the British and Irish Lions will be undefeated. Before we get into it, let me know in the comments what you guys think of this. Did you expect Andy Farrell to go this hard? Did you expect him to maybe make some changes with that? What do you think of Joe Schmidt's changes to his Wallabies squad for the third and final test? Wallabies up against it here. They need to win this one. I probably should have checked this, but when last has the British and Irish Lions team gone on tour and won every single game? When last have they gone undefeated? Big one there. This Wallabies team don't want to be on the receiving end of that record. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. How do you see this one playing out? Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So the squads for the third and final test have been announced. We're going to run through them, run through some matchups and where I think the game will be won or lost. Wallaby squad to take on the British and Irish Lions in the third test in Sydney. Oh man, I hope they get the job done. James Slipper, Dave Parecki, and Taniela Tupou, the big Tongan Thor, comes in for the third test. Nick Frost, Will Skelton, locks, back row of Tom Hooper, Fraser McWright, and Harry Wilson. Then Nick White comes in. It'll be his last game of international rugby. He starts at 9, Tom Liner at 10, Len Ikitau and Joseph Akusu Suali'i in the centres, and back 3 of Dylan Peach, Max Jorgensen, Tom Wright. Dylan Peach obviously coming in for injured Harry Potter. And then they've gone with a 5-3 split of Billy Pollard, Angus Bell, Zane Nongo, Jeremy Williams, Lungi Gleeson, Tate McDermott, Ben Donaldson, and Andrew Kellaway. So Tongan Thor comes in. Bit of punch, bit of excitement. Scrums will probably be his biggest question mark, but strong enough to hold the scrum down for sure. And I think he will run off the back of Will Skelton. Will Skelton is obviously going to look to do exactly what he did in that second test. Kind of bully those guys up front, get involved in the niggle. And something that they definitely lacked in the first test. And then something that they lacked in that second half of the second test when Will Skelton got subbed off. I don't know what more someone like Lukan Salakai Lotu could have done to put his hand up to be involved in these games, because definitely someone they could have used when subbing Will Skelton off, bringing someone like him on. But it'll be interesting to see how Taniela Tupou goes here. We'll see him only lasting that 40 to 50 minutes and then bringing the other guys on. Still lacking a bit of punch off the bench. Lungi Gleeson gives you that, but he needs a partner to go with him. Obviously, no Carlo Tizzano, I think, got injured in that last game, or just not looking to go that route. Have gone, like I said, gone with that 5-3 split. So looking for Lungi Gleeson to bring that energy off the bench. And then Jeremy Williams, you know what you're getting from him off the bench. High work rate, getting around the park, and does really well at lineouts. Tate McDermott, Ben Donaldson, Andrew Kellaway. Ben Donaldson didn't get any time at all last game. Looking to him to get some time here. And these guys just need to man up. They need to man up. They need to step up. Like I said, you don't want to be on the receiving end of that record of being one of the, and I need to fact check this, but I don't think, has a British and Irish Lions team gone undefeated on tour? Big question mark there. And they'll be gunning for it. And like I said, this Wallabies team don't want to be on the receiving end of that at all. Then looking at the British and Irish Lions squad, so like I said, they've gone strong. So you got Andrew Porter, Dan Sheehan, Tide Furlong up front, Maro Toje, James Ryan, locks. Then you got Ty Byrne, Tom Curry, and Jack Conan. And in the backs, you've got Jamison Gibson Park, Finn Russell, Bundy Arki, Hugh Jones, and back 3 of Blair Kinghorn, Tommy Freeman, and Hugo Keenan. On the bench, Ronan Callagher, Ellis Genge, Will Stewart, Ollie Chesham, Jack Morgan, Ben Earl, Alex Mitchell, and Owen Farrell. A 6-2 split. I mean, you look at Owen Farrell can cover centre, 10. He can cover fullback if he really needs to as well. Alex Mitchell, I'm guessing 9 and maybe a bit of wing. You're looking at someone like Ben Earl who can probably help you out in the centres or on wing for sure. Jack Morgan can do a job for you whenever. You compare the two teams, right? And you see what Wallabies did in that first half of the second test. And you're like, okay, they could probably match them for that first 40, first 50. But now you compare the benches and you look at the punch that Lions can bring on. You're looking at Ellis Genge, Will Stewart, Jack Morgan, Ben Earl. These guys that can come on, that can change a game. Owen Farrell, the experience that he'll bring on at the latter stages of this test, they can change a game. They can swing momentum. The energy they'll bring on, but then as well the calmness they'll bring on. And I do see that. I think that's where the game is going to be won or lost for sure. If Wallabies can hold on in that first 40, 50 minutes, yeah, good. British and Irish Lions will still just be licking their lips because they know what energy they can bring on later in the game. You're looking at Wallabies bench, like Lungy Gleeson, yeah, can come on and make a few strong runs, beat a couple of defenders. Tate McDermott can bring some energy on. But you compare that to Jack Morgan, Ollie Chesham, Ben Earl, Alex Mitchell, Owen Farrell, and then in the forwards, like the front row, Will Stewart, Ellis Genge, Ronan Gallagher. Like, it's a big, big difference, man. And I can't see anything here, and I haven't seen enough throughout the past 2 games for me to be like, yeah, I see this Wallabies team going out there and winning this third test. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening. I've kind of skipped over the matchups and where I see the game won or lost, because where I see it being won or lost is the bench, and that's it. I don't think it matters how far Wallabies get out to a lead, because this bench of this British and Irish Lions too strong. They can come on and just change the game. We saw in that second test, Wallabies go out to an 18-point lead. That was off the back of a yellow card to Tommy Freeman and then some massive plays from the Wallabies. Suali'i breaking through the middle. Jake Gordon scoring a lovely try. I don't see that happening again. I'm trying to think of ways that that would make sense that this Wallabies team could beat this British and Irish Lions team. If Andy Farrell went out and changed a lot of players, like brought something, like just changed his team, thought, you know what, we've got the series in the bag. Let's give some of these other guys opportunities to play against the Wallabies, which might never happen for them again. But he's come out with the thought of, we want to be undefeated this whole tour. In Australia, undefeated. That's what we want. We want 3 from 3 against the Wallabies, and whatever it was, 5 or 6 from 6 against the other clubs, or 7 from 7 against the other teams, other clubs. Man, I can't see it happening. Wallabies fans, what do you guys think? Where do you see it? If forwards need to be physical, and not just physical for that first 40, 50 minutes, physical for the full 80 minutes. Tom Leiter and Nick White need to kick really well, accurately, play on the correct sides of the field. And then you need your guys like Suali'i and Len Ikitau to have the best games they've ever played, ever. And to go for a full 80 minutes as well. I don't see it happening. I see the British and Irish Lions winning this game and winning it comfortably. It sucks to say that, but that's what I see what's going to happen. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What changes would you have liked to see? What are your score predictions? Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye.